Should I leave as well? I guess I can hide it now. I have to write it down somehow. Alright, I've written down the name. I guess I'm gonna disconnect since that seems to be it for now. Alright, so what did we think of this heated, blood sportsy debate? Any thoughts? I'm sorry. That's how my debates end up. They end up being not very debating, I guess. Because you care more about facts and honesty instead of making a show. I guess. Maybe. I actually want to argue something instead of being seen as cool. Or as a school. I like that it wasn't very debating. That's how most of my debates end up being. Not very debating. Yeah. Was I amazing? I don't know. I'm not so sure if I was amazing. I don't know. Not so sure. But yeah, that's a thing. I guess we could turn it into a segment and give it a controversial clickbaity title and all that. Invisible. Oh yeah, you're right. I have to turn myself on again. Because as I said, my camera cannot tolerate me having stuff open at the same time. We're gonna go to Zelensky again. There you go. Gonna have this on screen now. Good? I don't know. I feel like I was meh, to be quite honest. And maybe it's just me. I'm a very ADHD, so I tried not to interrupt. I've been told that I interrupted Lonerbox far too many times. So I tried not to interrupt this time. I tried to be good and quiet and not to interrupt. Because in the Lonerbox discussion I've been informed that I was too interruptive. As in I didn't let him finish too many times. So I've changed my ways in that regard. I attempted to. I did my best. And we did not have the opportunity, unfortunate as it is, we did not have the opportunity to smuggle in the Russian soldiers orc topic. Apologies. You were entertained? Nice. 12 people are still here. So some people were not entertained. Some people decided we were not entertained. We're gonna skip. We're gonna skip town. We're gonna dip. So I guess that's our debate. There are a few topics that I'd like to talk about tonight. I'm not sure. What time is it? What time is it? It's 2:43. It's almost 3 a.m. We'll see. Oh, it's not supposed to. I wanna I want to incentivize people to come to the side chat and be visible on on stream. That's why. It's a feature, not a bug. You're supposed to come to the side chat and not be white. You're supposed to comment subscribe so that I can afford my HRT and so that I can afford to soon go to Ukraine again. Because that's the whole point. I wish to go to Ukraine again and do more interviews and stuff. And for that I need more war funds. I think the draw thing is a good example, by the way. I tried going there at the beginning and we sort of shut it down, and then our esteemed guest went there again and drove it home, and it wasn't shut down this time. So yes, and there's some irony behind the way Wick's feeling and with the allegations from the first caller. Yeah, what's the irony? Whoa, what happened? I felt a weird jolt in my hip. Nice. We heard a promise from Karasu that she might speak in the next conversation. So that's a thing that happened. Someone should give you a subscription, Infallible Foul, because it's not good to be white. Unlike what some people might tell you, it's actually not okay to be white. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it's actually very bad to be white around these parts. Also, only 11 likes. There are 12 people and only 11 likes. What a sad state of affairs. Oof. Maybe I should do more debates. I feel like I crushed this debate. I feel like I destroyed everybody involved in the marketplace of ideas. Yeah, we're gonna have them on again. We're gonna talk about cool RPG topics. But now we have to talk about the war topics, don't we? I have to rage against Polish people because what I'm hearing is just ridiculous. Hello, Greater Rain. Oh, Infallible Fowl has donated $5. Thank you very much. I'm in America and don't speak Ukrainian, but I wish I could do more or had more to give. Thank you. You have given a lot. $5 is a lot, especially since it's worth 4 times more in Polish currency. and even more in Ukrainian currency while we're at it. Yes, yes, yes. I have to work on the articles. I'll do that after stream. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have a full night's sleep. Apologies, Greater Range. There's just too much to do. It's just too much to do. I can't help it. Wait, you said Lucy and then nothing. Nothing more than having an entire rant inside your car about the intrinsic value or nature of a person. Wait, I don't know why. What? I just wanted to say hi, I guess. Oh, I guess. A rant inside your car. I don't even own a car. Who? Who said nothing wrong? Are we still talking about the same things? I don't know. How long was this debate? Let me just check. The stream has been, oh gosh, what a long stream. How long has this whole debate thing been? An hour or something, right? Yeah, an hour. It's okay. I'm gonna find out timestamp later. Are we ready to do some complaining about Poland? Are we ready? Are we ready for me to become angry? I think it's subconscious and he doesn't realize he's doing it, but he's LARPing as a racist mad that the world is trying to be more accepting to other races. It's a conversation. Until India and China are going to buy Russia's oil with 20% discount, Russia will have money for war. I mean, the US has pretty big leverage when it comes to the oil market. They could actually suffocate Russia out of the oil market, I believe. Okay, well, we're not talking about this. We're talking about something that annoys me a lot more. Not this. This. Oh my gosh. Most polls favor Ukraine peace deal with territorial concessions. Poll finds. I don't know what poll says this. I don't know what sort of poll about polls says this, but it gets me really riled up. As a Polish person, oh my god. You don't even know the level of anger that I feel when some poll says, "Oh yeah, most Polish people are okay, peace, even for with peace, even if Ukrainian people have to give up some land." Like those people must have never read or studied Polish history. For a Polish person, this sort of thing should be absolutely unacceptable. Aren't the partitions drilled into our heads ever since we're infants or something? We are born, and then basically the first thing that is drilled into our subconscious, even before we gain full sentience as people, is that there were those free partitions, and that it's bad to give up land, and that it leads to very bad consequences for the people involved, for the people living on those lands. Have we forgotten all those lessons? Have we actually forgotten history to the point where we can comfortably sit and say, "Oh yes, of course, um, peace between Russia and Ukraine should happen, even if it will lead to occupation of Russian forces in de facto Ukrainian land, the torture and killing of Ukrainian people, the displacement of Ukrainian people, and many, many, many other things. Not to even mention the people that are bleeding and dying to liberate those lands. That all of that doesn't really matter. The spilled blood, all of that doesn't matter as long as we can have peace." I've never expected such a sentiment from Polish people. I am very, very angry and very disappointed at this sentiment. Let's look at some more details to this poll, because this is ridiculous on so many levels. This is ridiculous. For the first time, a majority of Polish citizens support ending the war in Ukraine, even if it requires Ukraine to cede territory. Let's look at the percentages. The survey found that 55% of respondents prioritized ending the conflict over Ukraine's territorial integrity, which should be a non-starter, okay? Giving up the territories should be a non-starter to negotiations, to be quite honest with you. Up from 39% in September 2024 and 26% in April 2022. The fact that the number is growing just disturbs me to no end. The organization that performed the poll noted that this shift reflects a growing fatigue with the ongoing war. Polish people have joined this whole fatigue with the war bandwagon? Are Polish people dying at the Eastern Front? No. Maybe if more Polish people were sent into the far eastern regions of Ukraine, maybe they'd not be so eager to say, yeah, let's just give up the land. Let's just give it up. Give it up, give it up, give it up. I've heard so many bad arguments on this as well. Like, recently, Trump has spearheaded an awful argument when he said, yeah, it's nice to talk about getting your lands back, but all those cities are destroyed, all those cities are in ruin. Well, you know what? Warsaw was in ruin after World War II. Over 80% of it was in ruin, and yet nobody said, oh, yeah, I guess Poland should just give up Warsaw. It just should be a part of some other country now because basically 80% plus of it is destroyed, and a lot of the population is killed for that matter as well. So maybe we should just give it up, the predominant favor. Especially as Polish society had previously been predominantly in favor of Ukraine continuing the fight. I still am. I'm a Polish person. I still am in favor of a just peace, not continuing the fight necessarily, but I'm in favor of a peace that not just does not require giving up territory. That is what I'm in favor of. And oh, interesting. The survey highlighted that the younger Poles aged 18-24, residents of smaller cities, individuals with less education, and those with more conservative views were more likely to support a negotiated peace that would give up land, that would give up territory. So, less education, more conservative views, smaller cities. Those are that's the recipe for wanting Ukraine to negotiate peace, even if it means giving up territory. Good to know that that's the combination of traits that typically people that have those beliefs inhabit. In contrast, a recent poll by the Kiev International Institute of Sociology revealed that nearly two-thirds of Ukrainians remain willing to endure the war as long as it takes. Yeah, because Ukrainian people understand what occupation means on so many levels. We could be talking about the mass graves. We could be talking about the torture, the sexual assaults. We could be talking about the Russification of the children. We could be talking about the daily terror. We could be talking about the abduction of family members in order to pressure whole families to become collaborators to the Russian state. We could be talking about the displaced people that flee their homes and have to move somewhere else to live because their old homes have found themselves under occupation. There are many levels to this. So, of course, many Ukrainians would say, yes, we want to keep fighting to liberate those lands. And of course, there are many people that have been living under occupation for years and they are still waiting to be liberated. Only for those hopes to what? Be crushed? Only for them to hear, oh yeah, Ukraine has negotiated peace, and one of the conditions of the peace is that you are all left behind, you're all abandoned now, even though for years you have been living with the hope that you'll be free one day. But you know what? Good luck, because Ukraine has basically abandoned you in the name of peace. What would I ridiculous? And it says here that there are challenges. Ukraine has to face renewed Russian offensives, and of course, Donald Trump, who recently apparently has said that the whole peace thing will be more complicated than he initially thought. So keep that in mind as well. I'm angry. I'm less angry by the fact that at least the current ruling Polish politicians seem to understand more what's at stake and how Ukraine should be supported when it comes to the accession to the European Union and NATO. And at least I'm glad that the politicians don't reflect that poll in Poland, because that would be so very depressing. Especially since the relations between Poland and Ukraine have become better because the Volyn massacre thing has been pretty much resolved with the agreement of Ukrainian government to for the exhumation of the victims of the Volhynian massacre. I just find this disgusting, quite frankly. I find Polish people that can just wave away so many people's lives, so many people's freedom for the sake of signing a peace that would be horrible for Ukraine because what, Polish people are fatigued? I cannot believe that Poland is also buying into this whole war fatigue nonsense. If anyone should and is fatigued, it's the Ukrainian soldiers. That's it. That's it for the segment. As an angry rant, but you know, it has to be done from time to time. I have to be angry. I have to be angrier than anybody else. You found the poll. Can you link it? We can take a look at it if you wish. It's not a long segment. This has not been a long. This has not been a long rant, but we can also take a look at the. But you have to do it on the side, on the side. We can take a look at the poll. Segment's not long because it's just about a poll, but I think I've touched upon a few different subjects while we were at it. Oh, Dr. Johns has linked a very cool thing I could have used in that debate thing. Well, no, you have to link it on the page lucyhaza.org/live. You cannot do it on YouTube. It will not go through. It is what means he must most, but I don't know the opinion. Oh, it will take a long time. Demining of Ukraine, it'll take many years. It'll take. Vietnam is not completely demined to this day. Did you know that? And the war in Vietnam has happened quite a long time ago at this point. It is still not completely demined. Alright? Someone at me at politics. Oh, maybe I'll read it. And also, who has. So, have you linked in the side page? We've done a debate, we've done a super short segment, I think. Oh, also has fake Alec Kyle Parker. Let me check if we have a new segment up. We should be having a new segment up now as well. We don't for some reason. Oh well, that happens. We had a segment planned for tonight, didn't we? For today? Oh well, it is what it is. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Krulevets, yeah, I guess, or Königsberg. But most people don't know what I'm talking about when I say Krulevets or Königsberg. Most people will not know. They won't know what I mean. What the hell is this? I'm feeling tired. You know? Wait, so where's the link? I want to take a look at the poll. No? No, I don't know. No map? No map. No, not map. No poll for me? We could take a look at it before. Look at all the other topics. But then again, did I not like my own stream? There you go. Oh, wrong place. On Discord, stream suggests. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna take a look at it now. More people should like the stream, by the way. Okay, let's check Discord then. Stream suggests. Okay, let's open that copy link. That's the thing, yeah? Toaster. That's the poll. I'm gonna take a look at it. Dynamics of readiness for territorial concessions and the factor of security guarantees for reaching peace agreements. Okay, so this is the Kyiv one. This is for Ukrainian people. From September to October the 3rd, 2024, the Kyiv International Institute conducted its All Ukrainian Public Opinion Survey, Omnibus. Let's look at the conclusions. Let's just... Graph 1. With which of these statements about possible compromises to achieve peace with Russia do you agree to a greater extent? In order to achieve peace and preserve independence as soon as possible, Ukraine can give up some of its territories. Yeah, it's unfortunately the sentiment that Ukraine should give up territories is growing even within Ukraine, but still the majority of people think that under no circumstances should Ukraine give up any of its territories, even if because of this the war will last longer and there will be threats to the preservation of independence. Still, a lot more people say that Ukraine should keep fighting to and not give up territory, which in my opinion is pretty good. The graph below shows the data by region of residents. So let's see. Readiness for territorial concessions in the regional dimension. West, there are more people that. South, east. Interesting. There's been a big growth in the east. I can see that people that are support concessions. This is interesting. We should We could do a whole breakdown of this, I guess, at some point. But bottom line is more Ukrainians want to fight than to give up territory. And that is what matters to me, not some Polish war fatigue. I guess we can include this in the segment. There's gonna be some very creative editing, but through using a lot of good timestamps, I believe we can get this. I believe we can do it together like a family. All right, all right. I think that we are. I think I'm tired. I think it's cold. So I think I will stop for today, rest for a bit, and then do some work on the other things that I have in preparation for the next go to Ukraine. If you like today's stream, then consider donating or subscribing. Consider gifting me the gift of nice support in this Christmassy jolly season. Alright, I guess I'm gonna see you. Who should I raid you into from YouTube? Who should I raid you into? Edit, add. Who's on? Vegcom. Yeah, Vegcom is a good choice. Let's go. Let's raid. Alright. Okay, see you. Good night. You're gonna be sent to Vegcom. Bye bye.